I want to ask you about the interviews you've had with CNN, because I think you've done some fantastic pieces like explaining some of the problems to a non-technical audience.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can get more technical in this interview, but can you tell us about sort of what you've been doing with CNN?
Yes. So CNN's Donie O'Sullivan, he reached out to me at DEF CON in 2019 originally. And he was like, I want you to hack me. I don't want you to tell me how you're going to do it. I just
Big
want
mistake.
you. Yeah. He was brave.
I've stolen about $2,500 worth of hotel points. And worst of all, you have put me in a middle seat.
On a 5-hour flight.
Oh my God.
He just wanted me to hack him. So I was like, yeah, I can definitely do that. And there's two ways that I hack. So I can hack you by contacting you, or I can hack you by contacting your service providers. So I decided to do the latter for that first video with Donie. And I contacted his airline and hotel team and all the different companies that he's talked about working with on his social media. And I was able to steal all of his personal contact details, steal all of his airline miles, put him in a middle seat in the back of the plane. This didn't make the final cut in the video, but I was able to steal his, we won't say the name of the company, but a very large coffee company. I was able to steal all of the points and shut down his account. I'm very glad that we had a contract that stated that it might be possible that I can't bring it back, because that was the one that I was not able to bring back. That was very sad.
So the question is always, how on earth are you doing this? Because don't companies use some type of authentication to make sure that, you're not that person, or make sure that you are the person that you should be calling in?
Yeah, you would think, but we are definitely in the dark ages of phone call authentication. When you call into a company to try and get support, think about the questions that they make you answer to prove you are who you say you are. It might be things like mother's maiden name, your favorite pizza topping, your first band that you saw, right? These are pretty easy knowledge-based authentication questions, and we can thwart those very quickly. So oftentimes it's things like your address, your date of birth, right? And I was able to bypass all of his knowledge-based authentication questions and get in and pose as him. And in most cases, the call was only like 20 seconds long.
I think you've said this before. I'm assuming it's off social media. Is that how you find out the details of people?
In many cases, it's social media. That's how I figure out who I'm going to contact on behalf of my victim. So which airline am I going to call, right? I'm going to find that because that person tweeted, I need my baggage, it's stuck in X location, right? But if I'm trying to find the actual contact details of the person that I'm emulating, a lot of times I'm finding that on a data brokerage site. If you've ever typed your name into Google and you've seen your address, your date of birth, your family members, every place you've ever lived pop up, that's a data brokerage site. And they sell our data. It's somehow legal. I don't really know how that's possible, but they sell our data and it makes it easy for me to hack.
So basically you just paid to get access to someone's personal data.
It was free. I never even had to pay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really wild. You can get a lot of that stuff for free just by making a free account.
And I've seen you've used, to make it like sound more authentic, you've done calls where you actually sound like someone else. Is that right?
Yeah, I do. I have an app that we can use to spoof the phone number, so make the caller ID look like it's calling from somewhere that it's not. And I can change the pitch of my voice dynamically. So in the middle of the call, I can switch my voice, and I can also add in background noise. So I'm going to be doing these phone calls. I'm going to be actually live hacking. So when I call, your phone number is going to display on their caller ID.
This is Donie O'Sullivan.
Who are you really?
No, this is Donie O'Sullivan. I can tell you my address, phone number, date of birth.
Whatever you need to know to verify that that's really me.
That's wild.